Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Brandon. I fish here along the Alabama Gulf Coast, surrounding areas, normally by boat, but today we are in the Hobie Links. Didn't really feel like taking the boat out this morning. We're gonna only be out here for a few hours. And the goal is to try and bring home some groceries. I am doing some flounder fishing. Y'all check out what we got already. We got us a nice little flat boy. Don't come off. Probably about 17 inches or so. I've got the 5-inch jerk shad by Z-Man, and that is the perfect perch color, I do believe, with a 3/16 Texas jig head. We do have an overcast this morning, and we're hitting the end of a rising tide. And as you can see here, we're fishing just the opening of a creek mouth here. We do have some marsh grass over here on the edges, and we've got another little small creek over here. But the goal today is to try and get 5 flounder to put on a stringer and take home and eat. I haven't had flounder in a while, so hopefully we can do that today and have fun while we're doing it. So if y'all enjoy the video, give me a thumbs up. Let's get to fishing. Y'all, I've got a bad habit of waiting until I actually hook a fish before I start hitting the record button to make a video. I don't know why, but it's like I'm so anxious to get out here and get a line wet. I don't really want to get my camera gear set up, but we're gonna throw this guy on the stringer and see if we can pick up a few more. This area that we're in right here is very juicy, very juicy. All right, buddy, you chill out right there. I'm gonna see if I can catch your friends. And I am pairing this bait up with some Procure. This is just the inshore saltwater gel. They have a ton of different flavors, if you will. Flounder, pounder, menhaden, crab, shrimp. I really don't think it matters whether or not it helps or not, but it can't hurt to put some on there. And I am throwing my St. Croix. This is a 7-foot fast action medium power rod paired up with my Shimano Vanford 3000 15-pound Power Pro braid to a 20-pound leader. And as y'all can see, this water is really not great, but with this overcast and dirtier water, I am throwing a little bit darker color than I normally throw. But it does look good in the water. Might have about 6 or 7 inches of visibility, but not very much. When I'm flounder fishing, I do like just doing a hop motion. 9 times out of 10, this is what I do to get the bites, is just hopping that bait off the bottom. Very rarely will I do a slow retrieve with like a paddle tail or something like that. It usually gets the job done for me. But we're just gonna pretty much fan cast this area. We'll start right here and just work our way around this mouth, because these flounder can be staged up anywhere. I mean, there's 2 points, you got a mouth, you got a mouth of these creeks here. This whole area is just prime flounder territory. There we go. Fish on, baby. Fish on. Right out here in the middle. Feels like a decent one. He's a keeper. Oh yeah. Yeah. I didn't bring a net today, y'all, so all fish will be yeeted. Ooh, look at his tail. It's cut. It's pretty crazy. Oh, flat boy. That guy really wanted that bait. Gonna have to get my pliers on this one. Well, it's a good thing I'm keeping fish today. That guy ain't gonna make it. Y'all look at that tail. Wonder what happened there. Maybe somebody tried to gig him and just epically failed and hit his tail. We're gonna throw this guy on the stringer as well. All right, well, that is 2 on deck for the 5-inch jerk shad. Now, if y'all noticed, when I felt that bite, I knew instantly it was a flounder, and I didn't set the hook right away. On these fish, I typically like to give them 4 to 5 seconds before I set the hook, because a lot of times these flounder will grab that bait, and sometimes they'll just grab it by the tail just enough to, you know, hold that bait in place, and then usually they'll have like a second gulp where they'll actually get the whole bait in their mouth. Now, sometimes you can set the hook right away. Big ones or even small ones will grab that bait and just have the whole thing, you know, choked within you know, 1 or 2 seconds. But I find that if you wait a few seconds before you set the hook, your hookup ratio is much better. It's kind of weird, these fish, both of them were out here in the middle of this little creek mouth. I figured they would be a little closer to these jetties, but I haven't really got a bite close to the jetties. They've been out here away from it a little bit. You never know about these fish, why they do what they do. But if you can find a pattern and take advantage of it, whatever works. Still doing just my 1 hop off the bottom. Hop, reel my slack in, hop, reel my slack in. And then as soon as I feel my line just stop, 9 times out of 10 it's a fish. The other 1/10, it's a tree pounder, you know, a stump, rock, crab trap, whatever. But that is one reason why I throw the Texas-side jig heads, is because, you know, it's almost snag proof. Sometimes your line will get wrapped, but that right there will just bounce and glide over anything that will get you hung up for the most part. So you definitely go through less tackle, especially if you're fishing around a lot of structure, docks, and of course jetties. Some jetties are very, very hangy. So I definitely like that aspect, and I don't find that I miss any more fish than I do with just a regular jig head. So I mean, really, it's only pros and no cons, at least for me and the way that I fish. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. Oh yeah. That guy went airborne. Another flounder. Old flat boy. Cutting up, baby. Eat. Chill out, chill out, chill out. They are smoking this jerk shad. Another good, probably 15-incher. Just for giggles, we'll throw him on the board here if he doesn't flop out. Get a measurement. Yep, 15.5. Good old keeper flounder there. Will fry up nicely. Another great thing about Z-Man products, y'all, is these baits will last a long time. I could literally probably throw this bait all day long, catch 15, 20, 25 fish, and still be able to use this bait. It's just got so much elasticity to it. I mean, you can pull that tail, it won't rip, even with croakers and pinfish and stuff. Just a great all-around bait, and it is buoyant. So whenever you're not working this bait in the current, that bait is just sticking up in the water, and that tail is just going back and forth, back and forth. So if y'all haven't tried Z-Man products, y'all should definitely give them a shot. This is not a sponsored video. I just really like these baits. Also do like my drag really tight, at least for the hook set. Y'all, we're on. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. Oh yeah. See, y'all didn't hear that drag rip when I set the hook on that one. Now, if I think it's a bigger fish, once I've got them hooked, I do loosen the drag back. But they have such a hard mouth, you want to really puncture that hook through their mouth. We might just be able to sit right here and catch our limit, y'all. I mean, that was literally the next cast. Yeet. Another keeper, about 15 inches. Come on over here, buddy. Get on the stringer. Woo. Very lively, very lively. All right. Thanks, buddy. There we go. There's our flat boy. Oh, that feels like a good one, y'all. Yeah, definitely feels like a good one. Gotta get away from these rocks. He ain't wanting to come up. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Right where he was supposed to be, right here on this point. Yeet! Oh, no, no! Bad yeet! Only bad thing about, oh, that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Hook stuck on the cord. Only bad thing about this kayak, y'all, is it's like you're sitting on top of the kayak. You're not really in the kayak. Kind of sacrifice a little less weight. Hopefully this guy don't shake it, because that hook is stuck in the bungee cord. I gotta try and get out of this rough mess here. All right, how about that, y'all? Been out here maybe 30, 40 minutes. We got us a one-man flounder limit. Gorgeous fish, good hook set. All these fish are exactly where they were supposed to be, or where I thought they were gonna be this morning, right on the points, all the creek mouths, and along the jetties. Alrighty, y'all, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. The conditions is getting pretty snotty on us. I don't know if y'all can see the white caps here behind me, but the wind's picking up. But we had a good morning out here. We got us a limit of flounder, no monsters, but we did catch them all on artificial. So good day, can't complain at all. We're gonna take them to the house and eat them up. If y'all wanna see any more flounder videos, whether wading, kayaking, or on the boat, y'all drop a comment down below. Let me know if y'all enjoy these types of videos. We're gonna go ahead and load the kayak up on the trailer. We'll catch y'all back out in the water next time. Don't wanna come up. And exactly what I thought it was. A gaff topsail catfish to start the morning. Yeah, look at all that slime. Hey. Not one of my favorite fish. But hey, it's a start. It pulled some drag.